Everyone, welcome to this episode of MedTech Minis. I'm your host, Susie Ingwall, and today I have Garrett from AlphaWave with me, and I am so excited because I am thrilled about his product and can't wait to use it. Garrett, tell us a little bit about yourself and the problem that you set out to solve.
Yeah, my name is Garrett Thackeray, and I'm the founder of AlphaWave, and the problem that we're solving is reducing pain, reducing inflammation, and we're doing it in the comfort of people's homes.
Love that. I love that. And you're kind of a little bit different from most of the people that I interview. Is you have a product that's direct to consumer, which I think is really cool. So tell us about what you've created and, any other things you can tell us that will excite our viewers.
Yeah. So our first product, it's a full body mat, and it's a PEMF therapy body mat. And that stands for pulsed electromagnetic field therapy mat. So the technology, it's the same technology as wireless charging in your phone, except it's for the body. And it's been around for about 50 years. It's used in our healthcare system for a few different instances. And really my goal is we're intentionally not starting with the regulatory route. Just that way we can get this product in people's hands and see lives improved without having to wait or dump a bunch of money into the regulatory process.
I like that. I think that's an interesting strategy. And so for somebody like me, like I am very prone to inflammation. Like how would it help me? Like how long would I have to use your mat for on a daily basis to see a difference?
Yeah, everyone's body's different. And what we see or what we suggest is starting with like 20-minute sessions. But our mat, the timer goes up to 8 hours because we find that most people end up falling in love with it and want to be on it for as long as possible and even sleep on it.
That's fantastic. Now, you are on the market now, correct?
Yes, we are.
What does your product cost, just in case anybody here wants to see it, or if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so with the conversion, it's about $1,400 American.
Okay, perfect. That's great. That's great. So tell us, what else would you like to tell us about your journey, or what your plan is for the future? Do you plan to go into hospitals in the future? What does that look like?
Sure. I think my journey, it's a little bit of an interesting one. I got introduced to PEMF therapy about 5 years ago, and I came in as a skeptic. A friend kept harassing me to try this thing, and I thought he was crazy. And when I tried it, I immediately felt something. So I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I know it's doing something. And I had a number of injuries, and I noticed an improvement right away. So I ended up falling in love. My background isn't medical, and it's not consumer. It's actually from the petroleum industry. But I was really wanting to do something different for a long time. And when I saw the potential for PEMF therapy, I fell in love, and I couldn't find someone that was building the product for the way I wanted it. So 2023, I started AlphaWave.
That's cool.
Yeah, for the regulatory side, our goal at the start is definitely health and wellness, but we're looking at starting some studies with the university. And I'm really passionate about helping people and reducing suffering. So that extends into the healthcare system as well.
I love that. So I have two more questions for you. And the first one is, you mentioned a little bit about the products that were out there in the market weren't satisfactory. So tell us a little bit about your competitors and why you're different and better.
So what I found for our competitors is there's some very low quality ones that are just white labeled from China, where it's just kind of a race to the bottom with price and quality. And ones that who we consider our direct competitors, the products are good, and I purchased some to try them, but some of them are up to $15,000. And they can be more complicated to use, but the biggest issue with it is the average consumer just simply can't afford it. So That's really where I set out to make something that's affordable, more affordable for the mass market, and is still really, really effective.
That's awesome. And that kind of actually leads right into my next question that I had is, do you now, or is there a plan that maybe further down the line, people could use their flexible spending accounts or other things like that to pay for a product like this?
Yeah. And so, because we're based out of Canada, it is more difficult in Canada, but in the States, flex spending and health spending accounts often cover these type of products, which does make it, a lot more accessible.
Perfect. That's awesome. So tell me how we can get a hold of you, or if somebody wants to buy your product, or they just have questions and want to learn more, how do we do that?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, www.alphawave.one, and you can also send me an email. Probably shouldn't give you my phone number, but reach out, and I'm happy to have a conversation. So
that's perfect. And I'll have it listed at the end of this video too. So if people want to connect with you, they can. Thank you so much. I am so excited about this product. As one who suffers from inflammation, I can't wait to test it out, get one of my own, test it out, try it, use it, and give you some feedback on it. I'm happy to do that as well. But thank you so much for joining us today. Anything else you want to mention before we sign off?
Buy an AlphaMat.
I love it. That's the best closing I can think of. Thank you so much, Garrett.
Okay. Thank you, Susie.